Adios, mios, muchachos! Welcome to WolfpackATTACK, senors and senoritas. I am Ezio Attore da Firenze. Here's my best friend, Rodrigo Borgia.
Hello, I am a Rodrigo Borgia.
I'm Ezio.
And I'm a Rodrigo.
This is WolfpackATTACK. Rare. Now go, vámonos, arriba, go! This is my Morphathon 21 and 22. And guess what? It's a double feature! I'll be reviewing Samurai and Super Samurai.
Double feature!
Okay, so yeah, I'll be reviewing Samurai and Super Samurai. Let's get into it. So in this season, RPM was the last season, so Disney just canceled it. They were done with it. So then they remastered 40 episodes from season 1 of Mighty Morphin. But I don't think anyone watched it because that next year, Saban bought the rights back from Disney, and they're like, we're putting Power Rangers back into production, baby. And Nickelodeon bought the rights to broadcast, and then we got Power Rangers Samurai and Super Samurai. I'll be talking about both in this video because whatever. Okay, so in this season we learned that there are these Samurai Rangers that have been there in feudal Japan for a long time, and it trades down from father to son, mother to daughter. It goes through generations. So we have our generation of the Samurai Rangers, which consists of Jaden
Smith.
Which he knows he's gonna be the Red Ranger. He's known since he was a little kid, so he's just been training and training for the moment when he becomes a Red Ranger. Then we have Kevin, who's he's a swimmer at first, and he wants to be the best he can be. He wants to just be the best. He takes full inspiration from his dad, and he wants to be the best Ranger he can be. Then we have Mike, who's just oh dude, pizza and video games, bro, I'm the Green Ranger. Oh, Mike was the Blue Ranger, in case I didn't say that. Mike's the Green, and he's pretty good too. I'll get into... Okay, so then we have Mia and Emily, who are the Pink and Yellow Rangers, and I'm sorry, but they have no personality, they can't really act. I don't really think any of the actors are that great, to be honest. And I'm not trying to be mean, I'm just saying, it's kind of like back in the Mighty Morphin days, they were casted not for their acting skills, but for their fighting skills. So it's I'm not saying that Samurai is as good as Mighty Morphin, it's far from it. But I'm just saying, it's kind of it feels like it's from that same vein. And I don't really blame it on actors, it's more the writing, because they have to tell a lot of puns. The jokes are lame. This is a more kid-friendly version, I guess, of Power Rangers. It's not dark at all, it's far from dark. But, just whatever. So, Bulk actually comes back for this season, because, nostalgia. But yeah, it's cool to see Bulk again, just because I love Bulk. I think he's so cool that he actually came back. And we don't get Skull, but we get Spike, which is Skull's son. And, he ain't as funny as Skull, but it's still cool to, watch Bulk be okay, Spike, I'm gonna teach you how to be a samurai. Okay, Uncle Bulk. And, I don't know, I think it's pretty fun to watch.
And we have actually met the real Bulk. And Skull.
Yeah. I think we said that in the In Space video. So, then the bad guy's name is Master Xandrid, and literally this is his plan. So, the bad guys come from a place called the Netherworld, which comes from cracks in the earth. They pretty much go through these cracks, and their only plan is to make people cry, which will fill the Sanzu River, which will then make it where they can flood into the earth and take it over, and he's I got a headache, give me my medicine. Literally, that's his whole plan. And I'm gonna be spoiling some of it, but really, who cares? Whatever. You can watch it from here if you want. If you don't want to, okay, whatever. So, we eventually meet the Gold Ranger, who is Antonio, sorry, Antonio. And he was Jaden's friend growing up, and so they get along pretty well. But he wasn't meant to be a samurai ranger, but he makes himself a samurai ranger. Like, he gets a morpher and he trains himself and he becomes one, which is pretty cool. He's like a fisherman for some reason, and like he even has like a fishing pole and he's a ranger. I don't know, it's like really weird and bizarre. So yeah, and then there's a guy named Decker, or Decker, and pretty much his only goal is, I want to fight the Red Ranger because I want to battle. He's just like, wow. Okay. And so like throughout the series you watch them get in like a bunch of fights and like they fight and it's like, oh man, who will win? And yeah, Samurai is an okay season. Like, it's not the worst, but you know, it's not the best. Like, if you're okay with watching a more cheesier Power Rangers season, go for it. I mean, it's got like a lot of weird plots. Like, there's literally a plot of these monsters want to steal all the brides in the city because then the grooms will cry and they'll get what they want. It's like, it's a very weird season, but I enjoyed it personally. I thought it was pretty great. So now, on to the next one, Power Rangers Super Samurai. It's pretty much the same show. I'm not even kidding. So if you like Samurai, go watch Super Samurai. And I'm going to talk about a couple things. Like, so almost at the end of this season, we find out Jaden wasn't the real Red Ranger, and his big sister Lauren is actually...
Are you sure her name was not a Willow Smith?
So yeah, Lauren was like, she was the one who was training to actually be the Red Ranger. Like, while Jaden was doing it, she was training even harder so that she could go for the final battle of Master Xandrid. So Jaden was just like a stand-in. I thought this concept was really cool. I would have been totally cool if Jaden just left the show and we saw Lauren bathe in the glory and get to do the final battle. And I think it's cool for there to be a female Red Ranger. And I am surprised there hasn't been a show where that hasn't already happened. And I actually, not to be weird, but I actually think that's unfair. Because it's like, we've seen a girl be a Blue Ranger, we've seen girls be yellow, we've seen boys be yellow. It's like, but there's never been a female Red Ranger. I don't know, I just think that'd be neat. And it was cool that they actually did that for a little bit in this season. And at the end, we actually get to see Skull in the final episode as he comes back to get Spike. And we see him in like a limousine, so I guess he's like rich or something, which is like really cool to think about. So I mean, yeah, Power Rangers Samurai, Super Samurai are both okay if you're good with a very cheesy season of Power Rangers. So, till next time,
I'm Caleb.
I'm Daniel.
And this is Wolfpack Attack.
Rear! Go, go, Samurai! Red!
Alright, you done?
Yeah.
Bye!